Unplugged Voices of SJC.
Today, we have with us Mr. Ritesh Sarothia, officer in Indian Forest Services. He is currently the Deputy Conservator of Forest and also leading the Tiger Strike Force. Good afternoon, sir. We welcome you to our podcast, Unplugged Voices of SJC.
Good afternoon.
To begin with, sir, what inspired you to join the Indian Forest Services?
As my most of the education from rural background, and I'm very lucky that I have spent most of the time in the forest area. So I enjoy to live in the forest area to observe the forest, wild animals. That's why that inclined me to do something for this nature.
Looking back on your career, sir, which posting had the greatest impact on your life and why?
I think this is the same my posting. I enjoy as a head of the state tiger strike force because I, apart from forest department, I also want to pursue as a legal to do something in legal. So that is a combination and technology also because I am also mechanical engineer. Yeah, I work earlier in army engineer. So it's a combination of my all three field of interest: law, technology, and forest. So I enjoying to be the head of the state tiger strike force.
That is very interesting, sir. So, could you share one real life incident that you found the most challenging?
Many incidences. The best one, I believe, the recent one where we have arrested a um, uh, very important trafficker, a lady trafficker, from which we are following since last 10 years, and we have arrested her from the Indo-China border in Sikkim. Somehow we managed to detain her, but there is some special constraint in our constitution, in scheduled. So this area fall in Sikkim. So where we have to follow the local Zumsa system, means local panchayat system. Apart from follow the Indian law and all, we have to get clearance from them to arrest and brought here in Madhya Pradesh. So it's a good negotiation with them to take convince them this lady is from following part of an international syndicate, and she is a part of, she's doing illegal wildlife trade. She came here just hide here, take a shelter to away from the arrest. So it took almost in a day to come to convince them she is a part of international. Though we have a arrest warrant, we have a red corner notice. This is the highest criminal notice against anywhere in the world. So that time, I think, because we have an experience to interact with the local community, so we had convinced them, and finally they are agreed to allow us to, okay, you go ahead to arrest and follow all the procedure. It took around 8 to 10 years, 8 to 10 hours of negotiation, and it's feel opposite, like we are the criminal and they are judging us. So that's interesting and most challenging. If without any repercussion, any issues, we we convinced them and then we brought them in the proper time and produced them before a judicial court.
It was really a great experience to hear, sir.
You have also represented India abroad. How was the experience different from working within the country?
I think it's a mix. Rather, I think we are very lucky that I am in India, where not only we are good in conservation in terms of legal measure, we are a very stringent act, Wildlife Protection Act, Biodiversity Act, Indian Forest Act, but the conservation is already in our ethos, in our Vedas, Puran, and everywhere. So that really give much ahead with the other countries like Western world or Southeast Asian country or even some other world. So I think I have a very good experience. I convince them why we are saving them, not only for ecology and all, but from it's already there in our culture. It's a part of our culture in tradition. So that's give me a good thing.
Sir, when people look back at your career years from now, what legacy do you wish to leave behind?
Hmm. I think I satisfied that initially no one want to join this force because it's a very new concept, and though I have a bit, I told you that I have a big interest in law and technology, so I came here and I'm lucky as per my senior that I did good work. So and we play a very important role to secure conviction. Conviction is very important to give a message to the society, these are the criminals, and conviction for very short period, means even less than 6 months we got a conviction in pangolin. In tiger we busted the biggest syndicate of world, where we have arrested all the 31%, from right from poachers to intermediate to trader to international traffickers. And lucky to have forest cyber cell, world first in our country. And lucky to represent my country in roughly 8 to 10 country beyond into environment crime. And also have lucky to represent my case before a chief justice of India, and even they mentioned my name in one of the case. So I think I am satisfied with my work towards conservation of forest and wildlife.
When you seize something that you believe to be a wildlife article, how do you verify it?
It's a good question, I feel, because it's very, because I told you, like, huge variation in the species. For pangolin scales, it's easy. For tiger skin, it's very easy. But the moment it converts into bushmeat, and that to be the raw form, it's very tough. And we have to rely on to send it to forensic lab, and we should have to wait for them. Whether it's a क्या ये वाकई में wild meat है या it's a normal animal meat. And then there are many parts, like when it converts into articles like purse and all from crocodiles and alligator. So this time it's very challenge for us. So we should follow the protocols and send it to the forensic lab. Then they will confirm either through a physiographical or through DNA. So that's the support us.
That is very interesting. Sir, suppose you caught a person with a tiger skin. Is it possible to verify the identity of the tiger?
Yes, because as like we have fingerprints, we are very unique. Roughly we are 850 crore in the world, and in India it's a 140 plus crores. Yeah. So similar tiger have their unique in their stripe patterns. We use in our two cases where a unique tiger stripe pattern there from left flank and right flank, and we match it with their territory. Now in India we are having camera trap basis sensors. So almost we are having all the tiger photo stripe match. And if the moment we seize from the poachers and illegal wildlife trafficker, we try to match it, whether it's from which landscape or which part of the belong to which area of the country. So that's give support.
That was really interesting, sir.
So, how do you see the role of women getting into wildlife crime investigation?
Women. I am not gender bias at all. Uh, but yes, whether it's fortunate or unfortunate, we have arrested, I think, three international trafficker. Out of three, two are women. So that's very typical statistics. Yes, they also have a role in Katni gang. Katni is very important for where a few group, they are very expert in poaching of tiger. So among them, most of them are supporting women. That group is actually led by the women. So they give shelter, and even sometimes they play a role after poaching by the male partner. But for transportation, they give shelter, so that it's not easy for the law enforcement to detain a lady, to do frisking, to search. So that's means they play a role in crime, and they give support to their male partner in criminal syndicate.
Sir, to what extent do you use artificial intelligence in wildlife crime investigation?
Yeah, it's very new and emerging technology, and we are using it. Like we have few tools, open source as well, and we purchase also. And we are using to use the words like if someone in on social media platforms, or even deep web also. So we give some words, the code word for international trade. So the moment the code word reflected in between communication, we get alert. Like 3 days back, few of the group from different state, they went to the forest area and they poach snake, scheduled one snake, and then they cut it, and then they use consume it. So that alert come to us, and then we do investigation, and then we share it. It's not from our state, so we share it through problem, and they arrested all those 5%. So we are using technology and AI based tools to curb the wildlife crime.
Sir, you are aware that we are the hosts of Chhatra Paryavaran Sansad. What change do you think this program will bring?
I really appreciate to the your principal and the respected teachers. It's really important, and because students are the future, and like we are aspiring country, we have set goal, like in somewhere in 2025 we are going to organize a Olympic 20 in 2028 or 2029. We would be the third largest economy. Recently we passed the Japan, and 2047 maybe the world power. So similarly in environment, that development requires sustainable development. If any country would be a number one or maybe in some places, so in the young generation play a very important role after 10 years, 20 years. So this type of program help them to enshrine real seeds in their this time, so they may be more clear for their future and how they would contribute towards the environment.
Thank you, sir. Sir, before we part our ways, I would like to ask you one last question. What role can we, as young girls and women, play in wildlife conservation?
I think you play a very crucial role, like right from awareness. So, because there is a say in our society कि आप यदि किसी मेल को या बॉय को पढ़ाते हैं, शिक्षा दें, तो वो अकेला पढ़ता है, लेकिन एक विमेंस को या बच्ची को बताते हैं तो पूरा घर एजुकेट होता है. सो सिमिलरली इन एनवायरनमेंट आल्सो, ये जो क्राइम है एज पर इंटरपोल एंड यूएनओडीसी, फोर्थ लार्जेस्ट क्राइम. But the biggest problem in this crime, that is the lack of awareness. And you play a very crucial role कि यदि आप एज ए डिफरेंट रोल ऑफ एज ए वीमेन, जब आप बच्चे हैं, आप और बड़े होते हैं, कॉलेज में जाते हैं, तो आप यदि अवेयर होते हैं तो आप दूसरों को अवेयर करेंगे, क्योंकि इसमें मोस्ट ऑफ द डिमांड ड्रिवन क्राइम भी है. सो मोस्ट ऑफ द आर्टिकल्स ऑफ वाइल्ड एनिमल बिकम फॉर लग्जरी आइटम, स्पेशली फॉर वुमेन्स पर्स एंड ये. सो इफ यू गेट अवेयरनेस, यू स्प्रिट देम दैट अवेयरनेस, ये नहीं खरीदना है, ये किसी न किसी एनिमल को मार के बन के आ रही है, and that play a very crucial role in ecosystem. So I think that play a very crucial role for us.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable time and insights. It was truly a pleasure to have you with us.
Thank you so much. Best wishes to you. Thank you.
Unplugged Voices of SJC.